did it. Everyone hanging in there?
Just about. Though if we have to waste our energy on many more like that, I don't fancy our chances against Vholran. We gotta try to conserve.
That sound again.
You must be worried we'll have a change of heart. He's certainly pulling out all the stops.
Alphen, I know it's hard, but we have to stay focused on moving forward.
I know.
Are you doing okay, Shion?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
We don't know what else Vholran's got up his sleeve. Be careful, all right?
I'll go check and see if the coast is clear.
That is pretty much the opposite of being careful.
What is it?
Oh, it's nothing. Just wondering what that was all about.
Huh?
It's just, you don't think Shion is acting kinda weird around Alphen, do you?
Like standoffish weird? Isn't she always like that?
No, not that. I mean, since we rescued her.
Then I guess. Maybe it's the identical ancestor thing.
Maybe. I guess that could be it.
You sure you're not reading into it? What? What'd I say?
Nothing. Just forget it.
I can never win with you. You know that?
I wonder if we're getting any closer to finding Vholran.
I sure hope so.
We'll find him. When we do, there'll be hell to pay.
Oops. Almost
Hey,
missed that skip.
Kisara, have you noticed how Shion...
Seems to be grappling with something all by herself?
Yeah, she's been acting differently around us ever since we rescued her. The same towards Alphen, too. Now that Alphen's regained his memories and his sense of pain, maybe she's become more self-conscious that she still has her thorns. In which case, it makes sense that she'd be feeling out of sorts. But I can't help but think there's something else, too.
You're wondering if there's anything you can do to help her.
Shion said something to me once. Something that helped me move forward. So I'd like to return the favor and do that for her too. The only problem is, even if I did have the chance to talk to her, I don't know what I could say that would help.
Shion's dealing with a lot right now. Maybe more than she can handle. Trying to unravel the threads of her own worries, that's challenge enough itself. Not to mention that trying to wade in blindly would probably end up making things even worse than they already are.
But how do we help her then?
For the time being, I think all we can do is be patient and keep an eye on her. That way, when she's finally ready to let us in, we'll be right there to lend her a shoulder.
I hope you're right.
Oh, 2 chests for us. A gold gel, very nice. And an omega elixir, also very nice. Rooftop corridor. Alright, there's the healing circle.
So if Vholran is the lord of the water realm, then it's probably safe to say he has some water abilities tucked up his sleeve.
He and Alphen couldn't be any more different. It's like they were practically born to be rivals.
Looking back on it, in both of our previous encounters, he's only ever fought us with his sword. We haven't seen what else he's capable of.
And yet, even with only his blade, he still managed to overwhelm us. He's a force to be reckoned with. That much is certain.
Yeah, that guy is seriously bad news.
It'll be okay, Hootle. We'll get through this.
Shion?
It's nothing. Let's keep moving.
One second. No, not I. Although Rising Wyvern is now a 5-star. Oh, is that golden text what it evolves to or something? There's Rising Phoenix in there. I don't know. This also says Rising Phoenix. I guess it's a thunder or lightning ability. We'll just put that in there, I guess, against a water type. I just quickly wanted to check. Do I have anything that's like water resistant? Water damage minus 50%. But it lowers his attack, so I'd rather give it to Dolim. There we go. But at least he shouldn't die that quickly. Then let's heal up. Then let's have a look at the skill panel again. We want increased near death attack. Yes, that can't hurt. And defense as well. For Xion. Normal attack limit. Spear sweep. AG restored upon enemy defeat. Aqueous impact. Faster AG recovery. Raises the boost gauge every 10 hits during a combo. Increased ailment rate. Increased attack when full. There you go. And renewal. Increased critical damage is nice, I guess. Anything else that would be worth it? I'll just go for the increased critical damage. Dolim is 2000. Surely he can finish one circle. I don't know which one. Not even that. No, he can't. Well, he could finish that one. Attack plus 20. Sure. And increased rod extension critical damage. Demon's Lance. Sure. Go on. Have that and solitary captivity. And Kisara. That gives her defense plus 10. Off we go. And apart from that, she can have increased critical damage. And law to finish us off. KO prevention. And then, of course, almost forgot that as well. Save. Off we go. Vholran. How you doing? Ready to die?
This area is the grandest looking of the lot, and not a single soldier in sight.
So probably the place. This is it, everyone. We can't let Vholran treat people's lives like toys any longer. We need to put an end to his tyranny here and now. Everyone ready?
Ready.
We've come this far.
Without question.
I'm nervous, but I know what needs to be done.
All right. Time to go. That was the exact pose I was expecting.
We've come for you, Vholran! Did you really come all this way, just so I could take you back over his dead body?
Bastard! He dismissed them?
He must not think he needs them to defeat us.
Why have you been coming after me? Isn't it your ambition to become the winner of the crown contest? My ambition, you say? I have no ambitions. Since the beginning, everything was mine to control. Everything, including your life.
Hi.
I'm happy to see you. What the hell's that supposed to mean? A lonely, watery grave is all the burial you shall ever deserve. And yet, it wasn't without regret that I watched you sink beneath those waves. Now, I get to savor carving the life from your body myself. So all this, kidnapping Shield, sacrificing those people, it was all just for your own sick satisfaction? To help pass the time? I would not expect you to understand the tedium that absolute power lays upon you. I've had it with your mad ramblings. I'm here to take you down, Vholran, and free those you've enslaved! Very well. I shall look forward to fashioning my throne from the remains of your existence. Today you will die at my hand, and I shall bask in your final desperate pleas. Well, I look forward to disappointing you. Dragon Swarm!
Arrow Squall! Take it! One more! Execution!
What's wrong, Vholran? Can't get up?
Take this!
It's not out!
Lightning Raging Cascade!
Penumbra!
In here! Circle! I can handle it!
Entertain me.
Beast!
Once for all.
I'll be saving
You picked the wrong fight!
Here's a hero! I can do this all day!
Lightning Thrust! Mirage! Dragon Swarm! How about some of
Shining
this?
Super Confiscate!
How about no?
Lightning!
Demon Blast! It's go time!
Dragon Swarm!
Dragon
Here's a
Swarm!
evil
I'll
from...
smash you!
Take this!
Raging Luna Storm!
Here's a healing
Take
art!
this! Be still!
On your
Raging
knees. He just won't
Storm!
stay still! If you can draw his attention, I'll pin him down.
Time to let it rip!
Stalagmite!
Dragon now!
There!
Did we get him?
He's open! Let's go!
Coming through! Ha! Now!
Scarlet Inferno!
Lightning Orb! More where that
On
came
your
from!
knees.
That's my
No
key.
astral arcs.
Shut him down!
Here's evil.
Not in my house.
In a bind?
This is looking good!
Here, let me help. Lightning Orb! Art Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
Seal!
Try harder!
I never miss! More for the sun!
I'm ready! In an instant! Impact Cross! Is that it?
Anything in armor is all mine!
Armor won't save! What's
Now
he planning?
this is enjoyable.
This looks bad. We've got to stop him.
We can't really stop him, can we?
Try harder! Now, are you ready to entertain me? Don't disappoint me by
I'm not sure.
Eyes on the ground! Here it comes!
Damn it! Don't take your attention off him either!
Here. Try harder!
Stalagmite!
Take this! Burn in hell! That's big still! Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Dragon Swarm! Here.
Take this!
I owe you one.
Elusive deity!
Here.
Rotating pile!
Take this.
Recover!
I owe you one. Dragon Swarm!
I can carve through elusive deity!
Fool.
Okay.
Take this. Dragon Swarm!
Die. Negative gate!
Arrow Squall Blast!
Take this.
Beating you up, bloody
This one's
howling!
mine!
Die.
Astral
Take
Lightning!
this.
Lightning!
Air pressure!
Far enough!
Dazzle!
Cyan Instant!
Dragon Swarm!
Dance in the power of water!
Flame Titan yearns to be let free!
Elusive deity! Dance in the wind! Seal!
Take this!
More for the stop sign!
Take this!
Take it!
Fool.
One more!
Just like that.
Lightning struggle! Blah, blah, blah!
Elusive
deity!
Take this!
Wild driver!
Shine!
Radiant light!
Out.
Raging storm!
Get away from me, Vholran.
I can carve you!
Water, hear my call! Spread! Lightning orb! Lightning orb! Thunder blade! Spread!
That's far enough. Benediction light.
Photon flash! Dance in the wind!
Stop it. Leave Rinwell alone. Now leave me alone.
Mine.
Flaming thrust!
Denied!
Mirage! The flame inside me yearns to be let free! You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now!
Now
okay.
you enjoy it.
More for the stop sign! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Thanks so much! Great laser!
No. Oh, apparently. Only yes. No.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Got you.
Got him!
I wouldn't be so sure about that just yet.
It's all over. Vholran. Now put an end to that death procession you're holding outside. Right now! You think this is over? What? Who do you think you are?
No, that's... How can this be? If Alphen's the Sovereign, how is it possible that Vholran has that crest as well?
And if Vholran's the Sovereign, then what was the point of the crown contest?
After everything we've witnessed, it would seem the whole thing is a ruse.
Vholran is just evil Alphen.
Bow before your sovereign.
Hey.
What the hell are you? How sweet your ignorance must be. You resent not being the only sovereign. That's why you're after me, isn't it? There is that, I'll admit. But your grandest sin was unveiling your strength. Sin? You use people as playthings. What right have you to speak of sin? Sin is for the weak. The powerful care only for domination. We never asked for rule. No one did. What do I care of your wants? You are but a mote of dust in the light.
Alphen!
I'm through taking orders from tyrants.
Lightning raging cascade!
Unleash lightning!
Begin!
Healing
Take
circle!
this!
I owe you one.
Raging storm!
Dragon
Down
Swarm!
on the ground! Can you take it?
Dragon Swarm! I will show
I
you.
need something.
You need to be healed.
How the mighty have fallen. Shattering of
I'll bring you back from death abyss. Raging cascade!
Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Water, hear my call!
Unleash lightning!
I can use an orange gel here. I want to say I can, I'm gonna have to.
Down on the ground!
I'll show you.
Down on the ground!
Breeze laser! One more!
No wall shall break this knot!
Dragon Swarm! Burn in hell!
More for sight!
Down on the ground!
Flaming Mirage!
How?
Resonate with me!
Air! I can handle it! Photon flash! Far enough!
Bonus! Sky! Not done yet.
Light astrolabe! Healing! Air thrust! Light astrolabe!
Down on the ground. Dragon swarm. No further.
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning strike! Glacial spear! Pierce evil! Lightning force of regeneration! Regenerate! Thunderblade!
Don't suffer in silence.
Take that!
Forgive me.
Ow.
Lightning annihilation!
Armor won't save you!
Thunderblade! Think again!
Oh shit. Got no CP left.
Back from death's abyss! We confiscated!
Flee.
Right.
Can't be happening!
Stay away from my friend.
Raging cascade!
Just for the wicked.
From beyond.
Nothing gets by me!
Use a life bottle on Shion.
Ready to go!
Bestow thy mystic mercy.
And oh yeah, I need to wait. Use another orange shell.
Allow me to help. This should do it.
Don't get in my way!
Unleash lightning.
Demon
Be still. Mirage.
Here goes! Take this! There!
Wretched worm.
Alphen!
No.
Everyone together!
I'll shoot him down!
Far
With
enough.
darkness!
Dragon swarm.
This one's mine!
Oh, here I can also use one more orange gel. Just for the sake of it, because we're definitely going to need it eventually anyway. But I think it didn't go through.
Let free.
Okay, here we go.
Impudence. Dragon swarm. You picked the wrong fight. Dazzle. Mirage.
I can carve through armor!
Gemini Aqua!
Stalagmite.
This one's mine!
Dragon. Ah.
The enemy wields arts too.
You'll soon see that action!
Dazzle.
No further!
Do it!
Look sharp!
That's halfway.
Tiger Blade! Know your
Dragon
place!
swarm.
I'm out of ammo!
grind you
I'm
into
almost
dust.
Here goes!
Kneel before your sovereign.
Raging cascade!
Ah. Not today.
Shine! Radiant light! Your life will end here!
He's
about to attack! Damn it! We need to stop him!
As if we could.
Mirage. I am the true sovereign. All others shall be banished.
Glacial spear! Pierce evil!
I can handle it!
Freeze laser!
Try harder.
Here's a healing arm!
Thank you!
Try harder.
As long as I roll, I can't be hit.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Could this be the true power of a sovereign?
What is this?
Lightning Contained Lancer!
Dazzle.
Thunderblade!
Mirage.
Elusive deity!
Glacial spear!
Ow. Jesus Christ. No?
Dreams! I'll fix you up!
Regenerate!
Raging
I owe you one.
storm! More with
Take
that
this!
I owe you one. Mirage.
Resonate with the earth!
Not today.
Raging cascade!
Raging fury.
Sleep now! I never miss!
Dragon
I'll
swarm.
be saving this one! Will this help? May a thousand
Unleash
gales
light.
Ow.
Interrupted.
Gusty nails! You want him to handle?
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Will this help?
Anything in armor is all mine!
Unleash
Healing
lightning.
through!
You!
No further.
None shall
You'll pay
escape
for
my
that.
judgment!
I shall erase
Lightning
this.
ready! Ray!
Mirage. Dragon swarm. I shall be the ruler of all things.
To me!
Shining supernova! More where that came from!
You picked the wrong fight.
Pride was my
May a
downfall.
Be
thousand
still.
gales carry your
Mirage.
dread!
Dragon swarm.
Gusty nails!
Right, almost there.
I'm in your debt.
Dragon swarm.
Engulfs you!
A scream of
Lightning orb!
Rending you a bloody
May a thousand gales carry your dread!
Ow.
Gusty nails!
No further!
Out of my
benediction.
Dragon swarm.
I never miss!
Kneel before your sovereign. Heal.
Air thrust!
Might actually get him before we can do anything.
You picked the wrong fight.
Tempest engulfs you!
Yep.
This
Nice.
ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Whew. I think I did really well in that fight, actually. Good hit.
Come on now. What do you think you can do? This guy's still standing?
Victory! The throne! Everything rightfully belongs to me! I have agents of powers who rules over and crushes those who fall at his feet! You are next!
Is it over?
Yeah, I think so. There. We finally collected all of the Master Cores. So what do we do now?
It is said that bringing all the Master Cores together in one place should
It
form the
quite
Renaissance.
clearly looks like there's one missing.
So, now we put Shion's with the
Okay,
rest.
fair enough.
With that, we can finally free her of her thorns.
It still feels like something's about to go very, very wrong.
What's going on? Are we missing something?
We can't be. So why isn't it?
Alphen! Behind you!
Hi there.
What? Shion, were you the maiden?
What is this? Why is this happening?
What the? The Master Cores!
The ceremony.
Is that darkness? A Dark Master Core?
The Renaissance. It's here.
What's going on?
The Renis Alma's only supposed to consist of the 5 Danon elements.
Just what do you think you're doing?
She disappeared?
What in the world just happened?
Is it over? No.
It's only just begun.
That was a pretty sick scene.
A month has passed. For the time being, we decided to stay put in Ganeth Haros. Even with their lord toppled, we had a long way to go before the people of Pelegion would be liberated in their hearts and minds. Lenegus hung ominously over our heads. We knew we'd need to deal with it sooner or later. We still had so many questions. The two sovereigns, the Red Woman and the Renis Alma. The present and the past of 300 years ago. Not to mention what happened to Vholran's body after his defeat. Still, we were determined to keep fighting. I had my hands full taking care of everything. But in some ways, I was kind of grateful to be so busy.
Are you all right? You looked like you were spacing out there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry. You need something?
It's about that citizen's petition. I was coming to talk to you about it. If I'm being honest, I think the problems of this realm's Danons hit close to home for me.
Oh?
You saw how things were in Menancia. We might have put way too much faith in Dohalim, but at least we could still think independently. The people of this realm weren't even afforded that much basic dignity. I don't know what kind of future the people here are going to ultimately choose. But whatever it is they decide, I want to help do my part so they can make that decision of their own free will.
You mean like how the Danons and Renans of Menancia chose to remain committed to coexistence? It'd be nice if this was a step towards that dream.
That's another issue altogether. At the very least, I want to believe all our hard work will pay off in the end.
Yeah. I guess we can only focus on what we can do right now and take it from there.
I'm going to go on ahead. Would you mind talking to Shion for me? Once you're ready, we'll meet up at the castle entrance like usual. We can talk more there.
Right. Got it.
Alphen, the power of a sovereign. We actually had a fantastic second intro after that scene and before the time skip that I was completely oblivious to existing. But it was fantastic. I actually had goosebumps during it. It was a great song, great visuals. I'd recommend you to look it up. I'm gonna have to cut it out because, you know, copyright. Kisara Idealist. Alright. Your party disbanded.
Shion's been hanging out in the observatory a lot lately. Let's see if she's up there.
Sure. Go to the rooftop observatory. Just let me quickly check if there's something on this throne. No. Okay. Worth a try. Rooftop corridor. Maybe this way? I do have to say though, maybe it's already too late at this point, but there are some slight spoilers of course for the next part of the game in there. As always with intros to anything. You know, out of context they don't really spoil anything, but just saying that if you're bothered by that, probably don't watch it quite yet.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't.
you...
It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Vholran. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Hey, Shion.
Don't!
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay?
Head to the meeting point in Legion level 3. Don't really want to go to the Hanging Garden, okay? If I can only get there through here, then yes I will. We're like one level up too high. No. Well, let's get one level down then. I guess now we're too far down. Meeting point in Legion level 3. Oh, it's in level... I see what it's saying. I can't fast travel. Okay. Level 3 is not the 3rd floor of the castle. Level 3 is the 3rd floor of the city.
Phew, what a rush.
What are you doing here? Oh, we've got it. I didn't see that room earlier. So I was kind of like, why are you standing there with your hand out, doing nothing? Will we finally be able to go back to the Owl Forest? This does feel like a relatively unnecessarily long walk. Oh. Joel. Alright. Because yes, there are now like a couple people here or there, but not a lot has changed in terms of how everything looks. Holy.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one then.
We better get a move on or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Vholran. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Vholran's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final Master Core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with
That part
too
was
few
less
answers,
surprising, though.
particularly when it comes to that Red Woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was... different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least.
Convenient.
That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
Well, let's get there then.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
He's hungry for blood. Vampire storyline initiated.
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
All right.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately, it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelegion, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Vholran's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Vholran's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's stand-ins. Without them, making Pelegion half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelegion are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count
Understandable.
on Kisara to be earnest.
Can
That's why
relate.
we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden.
Alright. But I think that's where we're going to end it off for today. A lot of things happened in the last few episodes. And seems like everything's calmed down a bit now. In the next episode, we'll probably try and see if we can go back to the Owl Forest finally. And yeah, for now, I hope you enjoyed watching us. Thanks for doing so, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.